start from, not from King Shaka, but he became a popular king. He is one known to be the one who started the Zulu nation. I apologized. I said, let me a little bit cheat, and you can have your mask on. I don't want you to take anything from South Africa. So, these people staying around here, Zulu people living a normal life, they are very authentic from this area. They've been here since forever because their great-grandfathers were here. And they grew up here. The schools, fortunately, the government now have schools. You've seen some few kids from school because it's after 2 o'clock. They knock off at 2 o'clock, schools knock off at 2 o'clock, and then the kids go back home. There is a lot of challenges with places like this, though we've just experienced floods, but places like this, they struggle to get water. Some of you, maybe when we were climbing the hill, you saw some green containers and blue containers. They wait until the big truck from the government comes, which comes maybe once a day or twice in 3 weeks. Okay, it's a natural traffic light. You want me to take a picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at that.
Natural
We call them
traffic
natural
light.
traffic lights. Because he can stand here forever. It's even worse at night and in winter because they know the tar road becomes warm at night. So they all come and own the road. So if you drive at night, you better be more careful. Cows in African people, in us, they are a man's wealth. They are a family's wealth. A lot of things are used, the cows are used for a lot of things, for meat, for your rituals, but they belong to a man. You know, when you are a family and there's cows, there's goats, there's chickens. Me as a wife, if I'm a wife, I can kill a chicken, but a goat, I can't. That's a man's territory. A man only can kill. And those cows determine how rich the man is. So
skinny cow is poor.
No, not even skinny. No cows, you are poor. Well, no one will not have cows, sorry. But the cows are there for you to have a wife. As a young man, you can't have a wife without cows.
Oh, wow.
You have heard about us Zulu people having polygamy. We still believe that's still practiced, but not a lot, a few, because it gets into challenges. We live in another time of life where you have to send your kids to school. You have to support your wife. You go to the shop and do the groceries. Not like in the olden days where people relied on their own livestock, on their own vegetation. So you have to think twice before you have a second, third or fourth wife because there is no limit. You can have even 10. Jacob Zuma, our former president, had 7. And then our king, the king of the Zulus, he passed away last year due to COVID. He was 78 years old. His son has just taken over as a king because traditionally if a king dies, his first son from the first wife takes over. This one part has been a little bit tricky. I don't want to talk a lot because not all of you can hear me. I hate this PA system because otherwise we would be chatting a lot about the area as well. But don't worry, I know the main thing for you is the safari. So these people here, you have seen some houses with rondavels, like the round structured houses. Those are modernized huts. Our traditional and authentic rondavels would be rondavels that were thatched in grass, beehive ones. These ones are a little bit modernized. Since not everyone can get the grass now, the government has came up with nature conservation. You can't just cut grass anyhow. You have to be professional and you have to save as well. Goats and cows for rituals, for paying a lobola. If a man wants to marry a young girl now, you have to pay at least 11 cows. That's for a normal girl from a normal family. From like in Duna, we have got each community will have what we call Izinduna, which is a head man who looks after a small community, and then the Induna reports to the chief, who is the head man of the whole village, and the chief will report to the king. So if you want to have a wife, you must have at least 11 for a normal wife from a normal family. From Indunas, if you want to marry an Induna's daughter, that goes up to about 20 or 30, not to mention a chief's or a king's daughter. It depends on them. But there was a time when our king had his daughter wanting to marry another guy. He wanted 70 cows. That's like many brand new cars, eh? Some they always play and say, how can I pay for a troublemaker? But anyway, we are worth it, believe us guys.
So, and how much is the price for one cow? How much is the price?
Oh, she wants to know how much is the price, the value of each cow. Well, for the bigger ones, because you're going to present the bigger ones to your in-laws, they are starting from 8,000 to 10,000 rands each. So that's your brand new car. Each wife is your brand new fancy car.